Dear children, in this class we will be seeing about measurements, the role of measurements, and how do we measure, what is the process of measurement used to measure the electrical quantities. When we take measurement, the process of measuring is essentially that of comparing some unknown value with a value which is assumed to be known. So that is what the general definition goes like this. So we are going to measure an unknown value, and what we are going to do is we are going to compare this with a known value, and we say that this is the value of the quantity. Then they came for a standard. After that, they used the measuring. Measuring was done with the help of an instrument. So what are all the characteristics of measuring instruments? So when I'm going to measure something, what are all the things that is needed? The first one is calibration. So what is calibration? So calibration means I cannot say that my system is to, I can say the system is to be very perfect when it is to be compared with a standard. When I'm going to compare this with a standard, I can say that the system is very perfect. So calibration means comparing my measurement with that of a primary standard. Okay. So when I'm going to calibrate, I can say that my system is more accurate. Yes. The second definition or the second characteristics that is needed for a measuring instrument is accuracy. So how much accurate my system is, which means that how it will be producing a very true value compared with respect to the reference value. So this is the second desired characteristics of a measuring instrument. The third desired characteristics, precision. So precision means how much exact the value is, how much deviation, a very small degree of deviation, probably 1 degree, 2 degrees. So that is given by, it does not have a larger range, it is a very smaller range, that is called as precision. The next one is repeatability. What do we understand by repeatability? Repeatability means whenever I am going to repeat the experiment or when I am going to repeat the measurement again and again, it should have the capability of producing the same value. That is called as repeatability. Then I say that my system is very perfect. Then next one is reproducibility. Reproducibility also goes with the same repeatability after a certain time period. So made under the same operating conditions over a period of time. So that if it is going to reproduce very close to the value, then it is called as reproducibility. Repeatability and reproducibility goes with the same or similar, it goes with the similar content. Next one is drift. So drift means it is the undesired change in the output over a period of time due to the change in the input and operating conditions. Suppose I am going to change my input, definitely my output will also be changing, but not to a larger value. It should gradually change with respect to the input. So that is called as drift. That is the second characteristics, that is next characteristics that is desired. Next one is span. So the measuring instrument, what I am going to take the measuring instrument, it will have a range. Here suppose I am going to take an ammeter. So your ammeter will have a range, different ranges are available. So probably your ammeter range will be from 0 to 10 amperes, 0 to 20 amperes, 0 to, or a voltmeter will have a range from 0 to 230 volts, 0 to 500 volts. So what I desire is that my equipment should have the capability of measuring a larger span, larger values, then that is called as span. Sensitivity. What do we understand by sensitivity? Sensitivity means how much I am going to change my input, my output should also be changing with respect to that. Okay, my output should not be constant. It should be very much sensitive. For a very small minute change in my input, your output should also change or respond to that input. So that is called as sensitivity. My measuring instrument should be very much sensitive. Resolution. So resolution is the next desired characteristics of a measuring instrument. So a smallest increment in the input. When I am going to increase my input for a very smaller value, then my equipment should decide that, should be able to respond to that. Then it is called as resolution, which can be detected with certainty by an instrument. It is its resolution. Sensitivity and resolution comes to be very similar. Sensitivity both says that when I am going to change my input, definitely it should have an impact on my output for a very small value. Okay, the next one is dead zone. So here a small region of values where my instrument does not respond, that is called as dead zone. So if probably if there is a very small range, my instrument, if it is not able to respond, then it is called as a dead zone. I think so. This topic, so these are the characteristics of the measuring instruments. Let me stop it over here. Then the next will be about errors, continued in the next presentation. Thank you.